was banter hit. Well, there you go.
Ooh,
So now he's got a straight draw. He's got loads of cards to the straight, 2 over cards as well. I mean, now he's got big chances, isn't he?
Ace, king, queen, 8.
yeah, not a bad.
Those are the operative cards for Dale Hoy here.
But not that one.
But he's missed.
I mean, to say that Dale Hoy's never played this well is an understatement, Greek Fish. He made some moves that were nothing short of world class tonight. He's a player.
Yeah, you look at his finishing position. He's finished last. He's finished 6th. How? He's plays absolutely brilliant, and there's no justice at all when you see that. Unlucky, Dale. You play really, really well.
It's a table it seems that hardly anybody wants to go. I mean, there's been 4 or 5 all-ins, and the underdogs come out in front, and unfortunately, this underdog didn't come out in front. So, but there you go. We'll live to fight another day. We're still breathing.
First man down, 5 left. And Jan-Peter Yakman is back up into 2nd place. He's a trier.
He's a trier, and he's a very, very good player. I think after this goes out on TV, people are going to know a lot more about him. I mean, he seems to be a very, very good player.
Broadhurst, though, still with the lead, and obviously eyes on Daz Hickman. You can see his hands are on his stack, and he's going to get those chips in with anything. That has to be plenty, or does
yeah,
it?
that's an automatic all-in now, so he has to go all in as well. There's no point raising a little bit. He doesn't want to see a flop.
Raised to 17,000 total.
Well,
It's a similar approach to the one Dale Hoy took, isn't it?
yeah, but if he gets called, then what? It's far too many cards he don't want to see. I would have pushed all in.
Yep.
No, it's not right. If he needs to put another 2 in.
Okay. Broadhurst 2 over cards, big blind.
And he's even trying to cheat the pot, Jesse. He was 2,000 short, the naughty man. Chip leader, and he's still tight. But for the game's sake, let's hope Hickman could get a double up here.
Well,
and that's an excellent flop for the 5s. But as we can see,
15,000.
it's almost certain all in here. Does he put his guy on an 8 or a 3? And the odds of that are very unlikely. And what else can he? The flop is fantastic. Apart from having a 5 on it, this is as good as it's going to get. I don't think we could blame him here. I think he's got to push.
It should be an impossible laydown. I mean, he's got to put Broadhurst on an 8 here, which is...
How can he? I mean, this is not his fault. He's done absolutely nothing wrong. The only thing, he could have played it a little different at the start and moved all in. Broadhurst couldn't have called with 8-9 then, but unfortunately, Darren Hickman's luck is
drawn to a 5. Well, he played like Superman in the European Open 3 last year. But this deck has been kryptonite tonight, Greek Fish.
I've got a lot of respect for Darren Hickman. He's shown he's a good player. What can you do if someone's going to get lucky on you? But, I mean, it's not just someone. It's everyone's been getting lucky on him. He's just had no luck today. It's not his day.
Some days it's not your night. Broadhurst, though, in a big position, 91,000 in there, to really go from taking charge of this heat to establishing himself as a favorite for the heads up.
Yep, there's only 2 5s left. Let's see. He's gone.
Nice answer.
Chopper will not repeat his run from last year. We know Daz will be back, though. This is a guy who has the respect of Bridge North and the entire poker world.
A very good player and a lot of class about him. Shook everyone's hand, wished them well, and then left. And I feel sorry for him. I thought he played really well also.
He was kind of short-stacked from the get-go, Daz, and I don't know, after 50 hands, he finally had to make a stand.
With today's game, there were no eyes at all. Very much card dead from the outset, so you can't get in the game. There's nothing you can do about it if other players are having hands. The low point is I got my chips all in with Dale Hoy early on, and he riveted me with a queen to double up, and he crippled me and then just couldn't get back into the game.
It is testy stuff. And because we've seen so many flops, turns, and rivers, Greek Fish, there's a lot of history between these 4 just in this heat. A lot of patterns have been established. A lot of hands have been played. I mean, this is one of them, Yakman on the button. And that is, I believe, the first time he's folded from the button.
Right.
Yeah, I think he's realised it's that time of the night where he's not going to get away with it with the people's chip stacks.
Simon Zach getting off to the races here. It's 6 plus 15, and ooh,
You gotta like
tempting,
that.
tempting here for Broadhurst, isn't it?
Not really, no, because Simon's got the ace and he knows his short stacks.
Cool.
But Broadhurst, it just shows you his game's adapted so much. I mean, he's obviously putting Zach on 0 overcards only, because if he hits a 7 or 6, he's going to think he's ahead. But let's give a few draws out as well now. Look at this. I mean, he's got the
Okay.
flush draw versus top pair. This is all in here.
30,000.
Zach can't get away here.
All in.
And it's called as well. It's got to be called.
Well, it's preordained once the flop comes out. You can see it's like 50-50. Top pair versus the pair plus the flush
He
draw.
must call. He must call. Oh, has he shown or has he called? He must call, surely.
I'm pretty sure he has called.
That's...
It's past time.
He's passed, yeah. I didn't
He
know
passed it!
exactly what you said.
You're
He did
joking!
pass it. Did pass it. Did
It's
not want
passed.
it.
Okay, Marty.
Didn't you want to call?
No, I want to call.
What did you say call?
Mad Marty's going to get involved
They're
here.
going to have to have a
Never
ruling
say
here
they
from Mad
need
Marty.
to
Now there
stay
is a
behind.
Wow.
there is a rule of best intentions that plays in this tournament, and I think Mad Marty Wilson has. I don't think there's any reasonable person who would fold this hand if he knew what he had.
What will people
Oh,
later
I
on
agree,
make-
yeah.
And I mean, Broadhurst is not trying to pull a move here, nor is he. You know, we played with him before. People know that.
He's not like that anyway.
I honestly believe he was intending to call. Now, wonder if Simon Zach feels aggrieved here or not.
His intention was to call. Okay, so the hand's live. Okay, if you want to call, you can call. In my opinion, your intention was to
Was
call,
to call.
and you had enough
Okay.
chips in the pot. Okay, I'm not going to kill the hand.
Right.
It was never. Okay.
Well, we've all heard that, and
That now remained at 21.
the common sense decision by Mad Marty there, Jesse.
Yeah, I mean, the situation, of course, is it is 50-50. Now, Zach would have rather just taken the money. At this stage, he has to avoid the hearts, the 6, the 7. I mean, it's not like Broadhurst
A
is
minefield.
guaranteed to win this. He was just priced in, and
Yeah. I
you
mean-
could just see how this was preordained from the start.
Yeah, but this is going to get worse for Zach on the turn, because even if he misses his heart, it's bound to open a possibility of a straight draw. So, you know, if you're Simon Zach there, the chewing gum's getting another hammer in, as you can see, and he's panicking. And there it is. It's a straight draw as well now, as well as a flush draw, as well as going for 2 pairs. So, you know, Zach's got a lot of cards to avoid there, to double up.
Here's the river.
Oh, and he's hit it. He's hit it.
The straight,
Yeah.
that's it for Simon
Yeah,
Zach.
Zach's gone, and
Wow. Sorry, sir.
Okay.
No worries.
Simon, knowing Simon Zach, I feel aggrieved because of that
Well,
confusion.
it just
but,
goes to show you, Greekfish, how much class these guys have. I mean, they've both taken this, both Dave Broadhurst and Simon
Look
Zach.
at that.
I mean,
Jesse, that says it all. He's just shook his hand, he's pat him on the back, and he's wished him well. And that is absolute class.
well, it is the spirit of poker alive and well here. A gentleman's game. And when the money went in, it was 50-50. Broadhurst, of course, the pair and the flush draw. Zach, the pair of aces. But the turn and river Greekfish made the straight.
Yeah, it was on the cards, unfortunately, but I feel so sorry for Zach. I mean, this guy, you wouldn't mind putting your own money on him, would you, when he's playing? I thought he was superb again today.
I'm gutted going out fourth, really. I was in front. There was a little bit of an error there. Tournament director made the decision, which was fair enough. You know, his intention probably was to call. And, you know, I was in front and just got beat again.
It was a hammer, tooth, and nail first 2 levels, but a quick series of 3 eliminations. And look at the chip counts. Over half the chips in play for Broadhurst Greekfish, and the others have about 150 each.
Yeah, Broadhurst's in a fantastic position now, and the problem we've got here is we've got a turbo heat for the runner-up, and I'm sure they won't be thinking of that yet, but the 2 smaller chip stacks must
Raise
fight
to
to see who's going to go
15,000,
heads
please.
up, and I think we've got the hand to do it already. There's a pair of 5s out, and he's raised it to 15,000, and would you believe it, he's running to ace-king. Now what is he going to do? How's he going to play this?
Yeah,
He's re-raised 25 more, possibly?
there's only one big blind here because Simon Zach went out in the big blind
Re-raise.
last hand. And
46,000.
it's decision time here.
Yeah,
for
it's
Nichols.